Are you ready for some Renegades React? Well, that's what we're doing.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we are the Renegades, and we are here to react for your entertainment and your enjoyment.
Entertainment.
No quotations. No quotations.
I don't think I'm funny, okay? Let
You're
me
very
have
funny.
this.
You're very funny.
I'm funny looking. But anyway, hey.
Hey, it's part of the thing.
Hi.
At least you're not annoying looking like Carrot Top.
There is that, I suppose.
Well, he is annoying looking. I mean, honestly, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, boy.
Cocaine and steroids. That's what that man is on. Yeah, see, he looks like a carrot that literally got shot up with steroids and left out in the sun too long. All right.
Beta carotene's a hell of a drug. Anyway,
All
Honest
right.
Trailers
Honest
is the thing
Trailers.
that we're watching.
And the one we are going to be viewing today is Wreck-It Ralph. One of my favorite animated films of the last 10 years.
It's a really good movie.
It is. It's one of my
good
favorites
movie.
of the last 10 years. And it not only does it play up on the nostalgia factor, but it creates its own characters and has its own story that it doesn't get lost in that nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's what Disney is going through now. Disney is in the midst of a second renaissance. I am convinced now. And I hope this renaissance keeps up because they went through their first, they had their initial phases of success back when Walt Disney was still alive.
Yep.
And then after Walt Disney died, the 9 old men started leaving the company one after the other, and their animation team started dwindling. And then the Black Cauldron came out, and Disney was just like, okay, we really need to rethink crap. We really need to rethink this stuff. And then they actually brought back some of the 9 old men, the ones who were still alive, and they headed up this new animation department that they started in the late 80s. And the first films that came out in that time were The Great Mouse Detective and The Little Mermaid.
Yep.
The Little Mermaid was the one that made a lot of money. The Great Mouse Detective, a great film that stands on its own,
Oh, yeah.
was still seen as a little too scary for kids.
Which, it's a creepy movie.
It is. I mean,
yeah.
the Radigan scene and the bat scene at the beginning scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. But anyway, and then after that, Disney had a renaissance, and it was all headed up by a man by the name of Jeff Katzenberg. And then Jeff Katzenberg was expected to move up the ladder rung of the Disney animation department. But he wasn't. Instead, he was passed over, and instead he goes to work for a little-known competitor by the name of DreamWorks.
And there you go.
And then DreamWorks makes Shrek, and then the rest is history.
And then they run some of those into the ground.
Of course, but that was after. But that's later on.
That's another history lesson.
That is. But anyway, here recently, John Lasseter, the man himself, that has been the head of Pixar for the longest time. He's pretty much been the big brother / father of Pixar.
Yep.
He became chief creative officer of Disney Animation. All of Disney Animation. That includes Pixar and the Walt Disney Animation team.
There you go.
And now, since then, what started with... I think it started with The Princess and the Frog. I think it started with The Princess and the Frog.
It's a really good film.
And then it went to Tangled, Bolt, and then it just moved on from there. And now they've been on a winning streak. Whereas Pixar had a little bit of a dip, when they did Cars 2, and then they did Planes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they made Inside Out. And it was just like, oh, they're back. Thank God.
I still haven't seen Inside Out.
Oh, dude. It's probably other than the Toy Story films, which to me are in a lot of ways untouchable, Inside Out is up there with them in terms of my favorites.
All right.
And
yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that it's good. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, check it out, man.
So, yeah.
But anyway, Wreck-It Ralph is one of the films that has come out during this great the second Disney Renaissance, and
it's a heck of a thing.
Oh, it struck with a lot of people,
so good,
myself included. I mean, honestly, Ralph himself, plus
Fix-It Felix,
Fix-It Felix, and then Vanellope. and even the do you know that King Candy? Do you know who he's played by?
Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I can't
Alan
believe
Tudyk
that.
plays really good
Yeah.
villains.
And also the jokes that they have in the film. It's like, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? Crack. Oh, I think you actually hit a guy with glasses.
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah. No, it's good. It's
you
really
see,
good.
The comedy is just on point.
I cannot remember her name. The Space Marine.
I always just call her Jane Lynch.
I mean, it's Jane Lynch. Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's basically Jane Lynch playing Jane Lynch.
Yeah,
as I understand
as a
it.
space
But,
marine.
Yeah. I'm
And-
okay with. Why can I not remember her? I'm terrible
I
with
think
names.
they just call her the commander.
No, she has a
Or is she the commander or the lieutenant?
Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Calhoun, that's it.
You-
Okay.
very good. Very
Got
good.
there. Yeah.
And all of these characters, they mesh together so well, and they're from different games. I mean,
Yeah.
different genres of games that you would think would never work.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, here they are, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Not,
anyway,
not to mention
Go ahead.
playing on the idea of the heroic villain, like the villain trying to redeem themselves. Like
Yeah.
the scene where it's the villain's support group.
I am bed. I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Like,
seeing
and
Zangief.
Why was Zangief in there?
Well, he's
He's
a
not
bad he's a bad guy in terms of the lore of Street Fighter.
Only in the really early stuff.
Well, the really early
Now,
stuff is
yeah.
the most popular. I mean, honestly, there's still Street Fighter 2 machines that are still.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Street Fighter 2 is kind of the big one.
Yeah, and I was gonna say Street Fighter 4. You know, it's come out and it's been successful.
Yeah.
Super Street Fighter 4. Now Street Fighter 5 is out. People wish it wasn't out. They wish
That's yeah.
Yeah, they
And then there was Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, like Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Oh yeah.
And then they added DeCapri, which was basically a Cammy clone. Anyway,
We're going off the rails.
Okay.
So-
Honest trailers.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm trying to help, guys. I am. Sometimes it doesn't go
You've
so
seen toys come to life in Toy Story.
Coast is clear.
Now, kick your children's paranoia into overdrive with the exact same premise, but for video games.
All clear. The arcade's closed.
Wreck-It Ralph. Travel to a fantasy world where video game characters interact with each other, and an even bigger fantasy where kids leave the house for some place called an arcade? Arcadie? Instead of yelling racial slurs at each other on Xbox Live. In this charming dystopia where living, feeling game characters spend their lives trapped in an endless cycle of violence.
We've only been plugged in a week, and every day it's climb the building and fight bugs. Climb the building, fight more bugs.
Yikes. Now I feel really bad for the guys inside Dark Souls. Get ready for all your dad/older brother's favorite gaming franchises to join forces on the big screen in teeny tiny cameos
people
and
like
extremely
nostalgia.
subtle references. What is that? While you spend most of your time with weird hybrid characters because Disney couldn't get the rights to Donkey Kong, Master Chief, or Mario. But they had plenty left in the budget for Q*bert. And,
Yeah.
Tapper?
Tapper, yeah.
I like the
Hang on a
clipping
second.
that they
You had
do
the
with
rights
the
to Sonic the
characters.
It's really
Hedgehog
good,
and you
yeah.
made
To
Tapper
make
a
them
main
seem,
character?
you know, like-
Meet Sarah Silverman,
Yep.
an incorrigible
That's
PG
awesome.
version of Sarah Silverman,
Duty.
That's
who is
true.
secretly
Yeah.
a princess. Because Disney can't veer too far off brand, she'll race down the path of self-acceptance
True.
with the help of Wreck-It Ralph, a bad guy who's tired of being bad,
I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
who runs away to become a good guy,
I could be a good guy if I wanted to.
which is bad for these good guys. But when our good bad guy realizes being bad is good, if he's bad for good reasons, he can save the good guys from the real bad guy by being good at being bad.
I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad.
It's not as bad as it sounds. When fate brings these two
It's
misfits together,
complicated.
they'll journey across an arcade full of possible game worlds, yet only spend time in two of them. Hero's Duty, a $2 a pop shooter on rails that's over in like 30 seconds. And Sugar Rush, a candy-coated Mario Kart with so many candy puns, you will swear the first draft was for a Candyland movie.
Milk my duds.
They're Laffy Taffy. Who are you, the guy that makes the donuts?
Call out the devil dogs.
Nesquik sand.
You rotten little cavities.
Children of the candy corn.
I'm hungry. Wasn't this movie about
Oh,
video
Mario.
games? So revisit this adorable animated adventure that finally cracked how to make a good video game movie by not focusing too much on the video games. And just like Toy Story, uses bright colors and fast pacing to distract you from its horrifying existential questions. Like,
Yeah.
if everyone lives in
Yes.
the surge protector, what happens if it gets turned off? What if they plug something else in? Would the games be able to go into a microwave? Are there different routes in different arcades? What if an arcade has 2 Fix It Felix games? Are they all going through the same midlife crisis? Do game programmers know what they're doing to their creations?
She's programmed with the most tragic backstory ever.
Isn't it dark that every game character is terrified of breaking the status quo, lest it bring instant death from an uncaring god?
Will be put out of order for good.
And what the hell video game is Skrillex from? Starring Kong C. Riley, Sarah Sugarman, Repairman Man, Gamergate's worst nightmare, and for the love of God, don't Google Sonic fan art.
Wow.
Pixels. If Ralph really wanted to get things done, he should have just brought Kano along.
Kano wins.
Be sure to subscribe for more honest trailers.
Okay.
Push
I
me,
get some
and then
after.
just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. Satisfaction. I will destroy all snowballs, and Twinkies will dominate. Jar Jar Binks is the best Star Wars... No, I refuse.
No.
Nope.
Is this
Good.
Tony Stark?
Good on you.
I have a turbo boner. I am
Turbo.
Mr. Poppy Pants. Stop asking me to say things, you imbeciles.
I like that.
And that's the last one. Of course,
Okay.
that's the last one.
Okay.
That's good. All right, what do you have to add?
Let's see. The what was it? It was back here.
What the hell?
Skrillex. Okay, the Skrillex being in this DJ Hero. He wasn't even. I don't even think he was in DJ Hero 2. I think Deadmau5 was in there. I mean,
That
it would
wouldn't
make more
surprise
sense
me.
if they would have had Deadmau5 because Deadmau5, big, loud, with ear, the big.
Not to mention, so huge a fan of Minecraft that his skin actually has the ears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, They could have
and
And I'm sure if they would have asked Deadmau5, Deadmau5
would have been like,
yes,
Yeah.
I will do this.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I will go on a tour. I will reskin the Ferrari as a Wreck-It Ralph mobile.
There you go.
And he would do it.
He would have done it.
He's got that money to do that.
Yeah. He's
But
crazy. He'll do it.
Anyway, that doesn't mean I don't like Skrillex. I mean, Skrillex in
But
his own right.
Skrillex was an odd choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see, Laffy Taffy. The candy puns. The fact that he was breaking a jawbreaker.
Yeah.
That. I was gonna say I've seen like people take sledgehammers to them, trying to break them and everything, and this guy took like a ball peen hammer and he had it set up in this thing and he popped it and it nothing. It just had a little indention on it, and eventually he like hit it enough times to where it split down the middle.
Yep.
And he was just like tore it in half, and I'm like,
There you go.
whoa.
Well, let's be fair. Breaking things is kind of what Ralph does.
Yeah, and let's see there was some other stuff in this that. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, the Jawbreaker.
Yep.
Sugar Rush, King Candy, played by Alan Tudyk.
Yep. Pretty great.
Yeah.
Donut Cops are pretty good. Donut Cops were pretty good.
Oreo.
Yeah.
Sour Bill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and okay.
Like, oh hey.
The games being out of order and everything. To me that's something else. I mean, because the games being out of order, Turbo, Turbo and everything.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard M. Bison in the beginning of the movie say, "You're not going turbo, are you?"
Oh yeah.
I was just like, is that like a saying that they say to like,
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I get the origin story. Okay, see, that's the thing. They had M. Bison. Why did they need Zangief? I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this. I'm sorry.
It's because in the beginning he was a henchman to M. Bison.
Yeah, but then he was just like, No.
I don't want to fight for you anymore.
And then, he ends up being buddies with Mike Hagar, Mayor of Earth.
Yeah.
And, and then they start swapping moves back and forth. It's great.
Yeah.
But,
And-
yeah.
Well, it's just people always think of Zangief as the villain because of how intimidating he is, and plus, where he was originally on the bad guy's side in the original games.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
This game plays on nostalgia. I mean, the
That's
majority of the
true.
games in this
That's true.
are like nostalgic arcade games.
Yeah.
And it benefits from that. It benefits from that. And also, one neat thing that they figured in at the end were the bonus levels. Where
Oh, yeah.
where it's Cubert and Fix-It Felix.
Yep.
And instead of it just being Ralph, I'm gonna wreck it. It's we're gonna wreck it.
Yep.
And it's just like, wow, that's actually really cool.
It was really
I mean,
good.
they could potentially do that in other games. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
it's just like games that have been unplugged and don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
But the whole going turbo thing really caught me off guard. I was like I didn't
you,
know what
you
they meant by
expected
that.
to just be like a throwaway bit, and then it's just like, oh. Neat.
And then Road Blaster. I remember I played the heck out of that because we had a movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
That had it was the only place that was really an arcade in the area, and kids would go in every now and again and just play the video games in there. They wouldn't go watch a movie.
Yeah.
But me, I went in and watched a movie and everything, and I got so far in Road Blaster, I missed the first 10 minutes of a movie.
Nice.
I was just like, I was just so into it.
Man, sometimes you just got a good run going.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I had the shifter going. I was like, and then shoot, and then I shoot, and it was just like, okay, this is the furthest I've ever got, and I just couldn't stop. And then like another 20 minutes goes by, the movie's already started, and I look over, and all my friends were gone. I'm just like, crap, and I was done, and the game was over, and I went in, and I sat down next to him, and one of my friends, I think it was Michael Hayes. He looks over and he's like, how far did you get?
Yes.
And it's just like
high score, dude.
I was just like, actually, I didn't get high score overall. I was like third place on the overall leaderboard. And he was like, nice,
Respect.
nice.
Yeah, I've had runs of Tetris like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Kong C. Riley.
Kong C. Riley was pretty good. Repairman, man. So anyway, getting back to Wreck-It Ralph,
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph.
or a better interpretation of what I'm sure they were trying to do with Pixels.
Okay. Pixels.
Ugh.
Pixels had a lot of good going for it. The fact that they got the original creator of Pac-Man involved
Yeah,
was something.
and I am so sorry for him.
No, I am as well.
Having been involved
They
in
they
that.
had Peter Dinklage, they had Josh Gad, they had and Adam Sandler, which ever since I haven't liked an Adam Sandler movie since Click. That shows you. That's 10 years ago, man.
Yeah,
And even then I didn't think Click was tremendous. I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was tremendous. But
I haven't really seen one that I've been particularly fond of since. I don't know, Happy Gilmore.
what about Big Daddy?
Big Daddy was okay.
What about Waterboy?
No.
No?
Really?
Really?
Nate,
Oh,
I
football.
managed a football
Football
team.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many times jokes from that movie were thrown at me
Well.
because of one portion of my job.
Yes, the water.
I hate that movie.
Well, you should hate the people, not the movie.
Oh, I hate the people too. I didn't like that movie before.
Okay. All right. Well, I get that. Well. All right. So, Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Wow. Just
Yeah, heck of a film.
heck of a film.
That was a pretty good honest trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
Yeah.
And honest trailers, they always do really good work. We're gonna watch more of these guys. I mean,
Yep.
because we feel like we've been putting these off. Screen Junkies. They always do tremendous work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I can't wait to see what else. I can't wait to see what else they're gonna pull out for honest trailers. I mean, I'm waiting for CinemaSins to do Deadpool.
Ooh.
Because I was gonna
Yeah.
say, now that it's out on DVD and everything,
Yeah.
the opportunity's there. They just gotta reach out and grab it. But What?
I thought, didn't they do? What am I thinking of? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. That's weird.
No, Oz trailers did Deadpool.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. Why do I feel like my brain is weird? I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. Well,
sometimes brain no work good.
brain have trouble.
How do words? Anyway,
How brain work.
Yeah, let's take it out of here.
All right. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed our reaction. We hope you enjoy our videos and everything. If you wish to see more Honest Trailers, check them out. We'll have a link to the original video in the description below. Check them out. Check out Screen Junkies. They always put out awesome stuff. And, well, I think that's going to do it. So leave a comment down below if there's anything else you want us to watch. Hit that like button if you like us. Check the description for all of our various other endeavors. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you later, Internet. Peace out.